What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Marie Fredriksson, and we're going back to The Seventh Wave, 1985/86, and indeed, someone commented last time that the production credit on the back of their copy says 85/86, so apparently the production and copywriting straddled both years. In any case, the next tune translates to, according to Google, Toward Unknown Seas. It actually said towards unknown seas, but as a grammarian I would point out that toward and towards with an S, it means the same thing, and why use an extra letter if you don't have to? Nevertheless, going toward unknown seas is itself an open-ended question of what may happen. It's not clear, the way, the path, the destination is not charted, and indeed anything that happens there is beyond your ability to predict or anticipate in advance. So yeah, it speaks to the unknown road of life, and ultimately within a maritime sort of figurative rendering. I do wonder in what context we may be speaking here. Of course, a lot of her songs and that of Roxette speak to romantic feelings and emotions, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's in that domain. Obviously, I won't be able to pick this up on a first listen, but I look forward to seeing what people have to tell me in the comments. Let's hear it. This is Marie Fredriksson. The track translates to, according to Google, Toward Unknown Seas, and it's from her 1985/86 album, The Seventh Wave.
Så är vi här igen. Du lurar mig med ord. Lågan andas än, men vi har väntat länge nog. Långt bort, ett vingslag mot dag. Långt bort, det hjärta som slår. Du frågar mig om jag kan minnas vägen hem, och jag kan se på dig att du inte vet till vem. Vart ska du med din vilsenhet? Och vart ska jag om du tvekar igen? Mot okända hav, vill du följa med? Mot okända hav, genom aska och höst. Mot okända hav, var inte rädd. Jag bara ger dig en del av allt du gav. Kom när vinden vänt och blåser ut från land. Kom med ljuset tänt och utan lögn i din hand. Jag lovar inga stjärnor i natt. Allt jag lovar är en annan strand. Mot okända hav, vill du följa med? Mot okända hav, genom regn och
heavy song, seemingly one that I suppose could have very sweet and tender emotions at it, but it felt like there was some hurt there. It felt like there was at least some uncertainty, which would make sense given what I think the title translates to. And yeah, it occurred to me as it began, getting into any relationship, it's an unknown. You may think you know where it's headed, you may think you understand the seas that lie before you, but obviously the sea is a mercurial beast and it's not always what you expect. So I suppose that could be part of the lyrical themes. But just going on her vocal delivery, there was a lot of emotion there, like deep feeling is I guess what I'm saying. Sonically, obviously a piano-led tune with really forte-style chords. It was, not light and barely touching the keys, but really driving home the emotion with the key work. Not to say that it wasn't elegant and beautiful, it certainly was, but it was forcefully played. So it had a bit of power behind it in that regard as well. We heard some strings eventually. In the end, that sort of synth bass really came out in isolation, and I assume it was there for much of the track, but I didn't really key in on it till the very end as it sort of, emerged from the rest of the parts coming to an end. But yeah, a heavy emotional tune was the overall feeling I got. Be curious to hear what people have to say about it sonically. It's interesting because there were some moments where she did some extensions, that big extension that I felt came around twice, I think, and a couple others that had that same resonance to them. But a lot of her singing, it was a bit more compact and lower, if you will. Not like the lowest I've heard her sing, but not the highest, not the most belting, not the most epic. But seemingly perfectly suited to what appeared to be or sounded to be the atmosphere of the song. So, curious to hear what people have to say about this one. Let me know, and I will see you next time. Peace.